Hey everybody, how are we doing out there? It's Jeff and Lori
again. I was a little
again.
too happy.
I am. I'm getting kind of excited and then also kind of anxious. We're getting close. We got 6 days.
6 days
6
to move
days,
to the Villages,
y'all.
Florida. So we've been asked to do a video on the steps, right? The process.
Yeah, kind of our process
of our journey
that we've done.
That took us from, we had no idea that we were going to be moving to, okay, we have 6 days and we're moving over this past year. So that's what we're going to bring for you guys today.
Yep. So we'll be back right after our intro. Okay. So,
forgive us for looking at our board every now and then. We've got 20 steps that we wrote down that we have followed.
This could be a little bit of a longer video than we're normally doing. Also, you know, the house is kind of a mess. You can see things behind us and boxes and what have you. I got the refrigerator over here. It's pulled out and I'm undoing the water line as we speak because we got somebody coming to pick up our refrigerator. We sold it. So really nice lady and hope she can get a lot of good use out of it. So today we're going to talk about our process
on our journey to the Villages, Florida.
We sat down the other night and I kind of finished it a little bit last night and Lori put her touches to it this morning of just the bullet points of what we had to do to get to this part because I don't know about you, but I wasn't ready really to do this. I thought I was, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a big switch, 180
well,
degrees.
Let's go back a year ago. So last April, close to May.
Hang on. Today's beverage is just Diet Mountain Dew. And if you all would, just please like and subscribe and hit that like button. And send it out to your friends and what have you. Keep our channel going and help us out. Thanks. Okay, go. Your turn.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by.
No, well, I was just going to say a year ago, I think that was about 10 months, 11 months ago when we made our very first video. And that was strictly just to record our process of what we were doing for our family. And for us, it's like a home video.
It was May or June of last year, right?
No, we went in June. I think we recorded it.
We started recording in May.
Yeah.
That's right. So it has been almost a whole year.
Right.
Okay.
And so at that point in time, we had already traveled to a few places and started thinking about where we want to retire. Right?
Uh-huh.
And we've mentioned that on some of our past videos. But if you're new to our channel, you don't know this story. So briefly, we love beautiful clear lakes, tall pine trees, mountains. But we also despise cold weather.
Can't stand it. We're just done with it. In
Every
this
year it gets
bipolar
worse.
winter, it was so bad.
So we looked at South Carolina, upstate, and loved it. It was beautiful. We went there and went there again.
We went there twice, yeah.
And that's not a retirement community that we visited. It was just strictly just the land, the beauty, the mountains. It was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
But it still gets cold. So then we went further south. Where'd we go?
Well, we were over in Arkansas too.
Yeah, Arkansas.
We had
Central,
over in the
we went to Hot
Ozarks.
Springs and Northwest Arkansas.
Yep. So we did some Ozarks and then we went to Hot Springs because there's a beautiful lake down there that's clear. Ouachita. And so that's where we thought we would be doing this. And then we started thinking about, well, what about other places? What other places would we kind of even consider?
So we started watching YouTube, right? We looked at Margaritaville.
We looked at Margaritaville, and then we started talking about the Panhandle of Florida. Remember, because we had gone there before in Pensacola beaches.
Gorgeous.
I mean, I don't know what to say about them.
And I had no idea there was water and beach sand like that in the U.S.
Yeah.
So
we cruised to go find beaches like that, and then we found Pensacola.
It's right in Florida. And there's pine trees in Florida. Yeah. Beautiful, tall ones.
So we started looking in Florida. So once we got to that place, then the YouTube videos started just opening up for us to all kinds of different places because, Florida is just filled with them.
Well, we started doing research on Margaritaville first, and that's how we found a video on the Villages.
Right.
I think it was Michael and Tiffany. That was one of my first ones that I found. And then from there, Jerry and Linda, and you just start seeing all of them show up. The squares, people dancing.
My first one was a lady taking a reporter around. I'm not sure. Wish I knew who it was. I'd give you credit for it.
Yeah. I can't think of his name either.
There was a young reporter that was wanting to know what is this Villages thing all about and all the rumors of it. And she toured him around for a day, and it turned into a really good video that showed me.
Made you curious.
Really? Is it that good? Really? Because
by that time,
that's where I was.
I had already been convinced that I wanted to go see it. So that one helped you.
Yep.
Okay. And then we decided, well, let's go ahead and schedule a lifestyle visit.
Yeah, we found that you can do a lifestyle visit for pretty inexpensive, and we thought, well, we've made trips to these other places.
Yeah. So we would recommend that you redo your research, find some that meet your lifestyle that you're looking for, whether it's active or quiet or outdoors or indoors, whether the house matters more to you versus the entertainment and the outdoor activities matters more to you.
Right. Because I was skeptical when we were going down there for our first one.
And I was already sold.
Through videos, she's already looking at house plans, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. That's like coming up to a guy on first date and saying, so how many kids are we going to have?
Right. Well, when you know, you know.
Okay. So the first day down there, of course, when I go on a trip, it's all the chaos and all the stress and all the worrying about how to get there. Second day I was down there, I started looking around while we're driving the golf cart, and I thought, this place is crazy. It's crazy beautiful. Good. I was shocked. By day number 4, I was done. It wasn't that I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not really that kind of a drinking the Kool-Aid kind of person. I'm more down the middle of the road, but the place is for real, and it's a really good place to retire. So, well, the first visit was more about, is this the place we want to retire at in a couple of years? And if so, what part of it do we want to live? Because it's so big. That was our only visit at that time. It was to get the lay of the land, to see if it's real, if we really want to, if we feel like we fit in, and, all the things that you see on TV, are they real in person? So that was the first visit. And man, was it better than we even expected. So yes, this is the place we want. Cancel all the thoughts of all the other ones, right? Okay, so that was step number 4. Right.
Then we came back home for step number 5, which we had already sold our house. Right. But if we hadn't, it would be get the house on the market.
Get the house ready, get it on the market.
Start decluttering right then and there, because you don't know when this is going to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. We didn't have any idea that it was going to happen in a year or less. We thought, 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
And that's another thing that when I talk to people, there's this angst about getting down there, the time-wise. Don't put that pressure on yourself. The timing happens when the timing's supposed to happen. Sometimes it takes people 5 years or 10 years.
More, yeah.
Sometimes people just say, listen, we're just putting the house on the market tomorrow, and in a month we're down there.
Or some people buy a house when they go on the lifestyle visit.
And they have 2 houses.
And, then they have to go home and sell. Or be a snowbird.
Don't worry about the timing of it all. Just know that you've got a process, and you just keep ticking off the bullet points.
So step number 6 then is get your finances in order, get pre-qualified, do whatever you got to decide whether you are going to have 2 homes and go back and forth.
If you're buying a house, you got to season some money in an account. You got to get things moved around. Money's moved around into different places so that you can put down payments if you're going to do that. Or you got to transfer money. You could do wire transfers.
And then number 7 was go stay there again to be sure. That's what we recommend. That's what we did.
The second visit was more about what kind of house, because we actually got pre-qualified to go down there. We knew in the interim we were looking at all the floor plans, and we're pretty good at figuring out floor plans and watching videos on other people that were doing walkthroughs through some of our floor plans. So we figured out what we wanted. We got pre-qualified when we went down there the second time, but right before we went, some things happen in our life that kind of set us back, and that's going to happen to people too.
Absolutely.
And don't get upset about that. It just, the timing of things happens when the timing is right.
It's not a no, it's just not yet.
Not yet.
So we did that. We went back in December. So we went in June, we went back in December. And when we came back from that one, we couldn't wait one more day. We had to settle the family issues, the drama, the whatever was going on here as fast as possible. Make the commitment, make it happen.
We started having a little bit of withdrawal, and I don't know about you. but kind of depression.
Spirit, your soul
depressed,
is just like, I've got to get down there. I'm serious now. I'm locked in. So let's see. Number 8, decide if you're going to rent or buy, and you have to do whatever works best for your timing. And for us, if you've been with our channel for a while, you've seen all the videos we did on that decision and that process and who we went through and how that went. But for other people, they don't want to rent, they buy, and that's their process. So you have to do your research and decide on that.
We were ready to buy. We weren't thinking about renting.
We never did before.
No.
Yeah.
And it just came up at the end that if the timing was going to work out for us, we're just not people that can buy a house sight unseen, or you go down there and you look at it for a day and you put a whole bunch of money down on it, and then trying to make all that work and doing 2 house payments or a rent payment and a house payment, or that's just not how we do things.
Because we will have a mortgage. Some people won't have a mortgage.
Correct.
They're cash buyers.
Yeah, we're
so
still
it just
working.
depends on your situation.
Right. We don't have all of those funds yet to just
we
buy a
still
house
work. We're not
outright.
retired.
So that was then we decided to rent.
Yeah, so we rented. So step number 9.
And we're renting for 5 months.
Yeah.
So we can kind of find a house or
Without
figure out
being
our
rushed.
next step.
Right.
Without being rushed.
Step number 9 is to pack and purge and then rinse and repeat. So you come back home, you pack, you purge, you have garage sales, you have Facebook Marketplace, you have friends and neighbors and family and estate sales happen. So you join in and put your stuff in someone's estate sale. You do whatever you got to do to thin down your stuff.
Now that's a big giant elephant. And how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. We have a 3-car garage. Half of the 1-car stall is now filled up with boxes and stuff that's ready to go in the truck. And by the time we get it pretty full by the end of this week, it's all just going to move from the garage into the truck. Most of it. That's going to be a good process for us.
Yeah, well, that's step number something down the road there. So step number 10 is decide the method of moving. Are you going to rent a truck and do it yourself? Or are you going to do it through pods?
Yep.
Or are you going to hire movers?
Or the pack rats or pack rat stuff. Are you going to hire? Yeah, you're going to hire a big moving company to do it.
So do your research on all the different price options, whatever works best for your budget and
what
your
did we
timing.
end up with?
We ended up doing a Penske truck, which was slightly less than a U-Haul and much better quality.
Yes, because we're doing a long distance move, and it's just the seat and the truck and 3 days worth of driving, and I just didn't want to do a U-Haul that long.
If you don't know us, we are in Oklahoma, and we're moving halfway across the country. It's 1,200 miles.
Yep, pretty much on the dot, 1,200 miles. So I wanted something that I wasn't going to worry about.
Mechanically.
Because we have driven U-Haul trucks moving.
Bald tires and
just
smoke coming out of the...
Yeah, I don't want to do that. And so the Penske people told us, now we'll see, because we're not,
We don't have the truck yet.
we don't have the truck yet. But
Okay, you're on step number 11.
Number 11. Rental lease signed. So we found a place online.
Rentfromavillager.com is the one that we used. Go check out our video on how we decided which rental site to go with.
Yep. And so we got in contact with the folks that had this house. It turned out it was an almost new house, pretty new. 6 months old, 5 months old, something like that? Maybe not even that much?
No, not at that time. We did our lease in January is when we found it and signed it. And they just closed on the house in November. So
Okay.
it was just a month or two old.
And we knew the place we wanted to rent. We rented something that we thought we were going to want to buy.
Yeah.
And we've gone anywhere from the small ones up to probably some of the larger cottage homes and tried to figure out which one we wanted. And we've settled on a garnet.
And we did a video on all the house plan
Yep,
decisions
so go back and look at those.
Our number 1 and 2 pick was a garnet or a moonstone, I believe.
Right.
And so we ended up renting a garnet. So in 6 days, well, we leave in 6 days, but in 9 days, we'll be moving into the garnet as a rental. And so we're so excited about that.
So we got online, we went through the website. They had the person that owns the house, the people that own the house. We ended up getting in contact with each other
you're in
through
direct
that.
contact with the owners through that website.
And we've
It was
just worked
super
with
easy.
them, worked out a lease with them. It was really easy.
Yep.
What's normal in Florida is not normal in Oklahoma as far as how the lease stuff goes.
True.
A lot of it's paid up front, and you just have to know that that's that's what they ask.
Yeah, you'll look at every single house, whether it's rentfromavillager.com or another website or a leasing managing company that's a third party. Every one of them, the lease agreements are going to be very legally binding and different. So really do
make sure you read the lease.
Yeah,
make sure you read the lease because there's so many pieces to living down there.
Yeah.
Who's paying utilities? Who's taking care of the cards?
And we even thought, now are we being scammed? Because this is so easy
It went
and
so
simple. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And so we looked at, on the county website to see, or the county records to see, are these people really the ones that own this house? Or are we sending our money to some, foreign country and the house isn't even
because that's happened to some people.
So we did a lot of due diligence and it all checked out.
I think it's imperative that you do that. As a realtor, I kind of know how to look up the owners of houses anywhere in the country. I know how to do that on county websites. So I would just suggest look at that and make sure you're sending your payment or wiring your payment to the person that owns the house and is doing the lease.
Yeah.
So,
and we even had phone calls with them. And I mean, we feel like they're friends of ours now, honestly.
Yeah.
We've talked and
really
texted so much. But anyway, so that's number 11. We rented, we signed the lease, we paid the rent, we have our move-in date known, and our address changes can now take place, our utilities,
we're starting
all
to
of that
cancel utilities here.
is in process or actually already happened.
It's already started.
Number 12, research the best roads to take and the hotels to book on your drive down.
Because we're 3 days on the road, so we have 2 nights, and we have to figure out, okay, our tank of gas in the truck holds this much, we get this much miles per gallon when we're hauling a trailer. I mean, it's a lot to think about.
Yeah, we didn't write that down. So we decided one option was to drive the moving truck and to drive our car, because we are down to a 1-vehicle family, so that we could both drive. But then that's a lot of driving in an uncomfortable truck. So we thought, well, we'll change off. And then we decided, you know what? Instead of paying for gas for our SUV, let's see how much it is for a tow trailer. And it's an all-wheel drive car, so we have
So you have to put it on a real trailer.
Right, not just a
Tow dolly.
Yeah. So it was much cheaper. It was $200
Yeah, it was about
for the entire
$200.
thing, which would be less than gas, and we get to sit in the truck cab together.
It's
and
almost
talk.
the same. It's not
I
quite.
get all my words out.
Yeah. She can keep me awake
Yeah.
as we're driving.
I don't think I'll be looking forward to driving a 26-foot truck pulling a 20-foot trailer.
No.
That's intimidating to me.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. We're fine.
We're fine.
It's fine.
We're fine. Gen-Xers. We're
It's
fine.
We'll figure it out. We'll do
figure it out.
Not a problem.
So
Anyway,
then you have to figure out, okay, so where are you going to be stopping along the way and getting gas and stopping for the night and all those things. And so we've ended up in a couple of places. And honestly, that was kind of a challenge.
That took weeks of
There's just not,
remapping.
when you look at the map of the United States, there's not a lot of roads that go at an angle down from Oklahoma to Florida.
And we don't want to go to Atlanta.
No, we don't want to go through Atlanta.
So we're not.
We're just not.
We don't want to spend the night in Memphis.
But that's where
not.
Google Maps told us to go, all the way through Memphis and then to Atlanta and then down straight. We want to kind of cut a corner and not have so many miles, because the moving company charges you for miles and you're driving a diesel truck and you got to pay for gas, and it ends up being really expensive. And it was an extra 300 miles, but said it was the shortest distance in time, and it wasn't. It really turned out not to be.
And the trucks are governed at a certain speed, whereas if you look at Google Maps, they're not governed, so it'll show that it's 15 hours one way, but it could be 18.
Right, so Google Maps will tell you it's, you're at 80 miles an hour or whatever the turnpike speed is, 75 miles an hour, it's going to take you this long, so go there. But these trucks are governed at 70 miles an hour, so it doesn't do any good. You have to figure your route. So we ended up finding a couple of places, a couple of decent hotels. We got to stay in good places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to wake up and find out I've been robbed out in the parking lot.
We don't want to hear noise out in the parking lot near our truck at night. No. So anyway, enough about that one.
So that's our next stressor that we're going to be worried about, I'm sure. Okay, so what are we on here?
We're on
13. Reserve the moving truck storage unit, hotels booked, dumpster, because we just got our dumpster booked.
Yep.
And any moving help, if you're going to get any moving help or not. So it's time to reserve all that.
We've waffled back and forth on paying for moving help or not.
Yeah.
But
I think we might
be doing that.
call James Dostos and we might not.
Well, we'll see. I got to make a phone call to him.
Yeah.
Okay, number 14. Schedule everything to match timing of the move out, drive time there, and arriving there.
Right. It's like air traffic control a little bit. You got to leave here at this time, leave your keys, your remote, tell your landlord, whatever your situation is with where you're leaving.
Get the dumpster gone.
The drive time there to the first night, the drive time there to the second night, the drive time there till you're meeting either your landlord or your property person who's going to give you the keys and let you in. You got to go to the storage unit. You got to turn in the truck. You got to, we might need moving help. I mean, it's a lot. And
just, I'm going to put in a little caveat here. We know that we overthink things. We're just trying to make it as good as we can. We know it's just going to foul up, you know, and we'll just deal with it. We'll work with it.
It's an adventure. It's
an adventure, and it's going to happen the way it happens.
Right.
So we kind of know that. Okay. 15,
research, new dentists, new doctors, new pharmacy, new hairstylist. Get your bank researched if you're switching banks, and how the taxes work and how the bills are going to work, when your first bills are going to be due. A lot of that, for bills and utilities, that's going to be part of your lease agreement. Sometimes they're paid, sometimes you pay them. So just figure all of that out. And
so from the state of Oklahoma to Florida, we're moving from a state income tax state to no income tax. And the state of Oklahoma basically wants to see us closing all of our accounts down. Yeah. Bank accounts, insurance, car insurance, all the things.
Any credit unions that you leave open, any banks you leave open.
Healthcare. They want new healthcare down. I mean, it's all kinds of different things.
You have to declare you are what's it called? Domicile declaration or something like that?
That you no longer
living in this state, so that they can't tax you in that state anymore.
And so when you start to do all that, there's a challenge there. So we decided, we have a regional bank that we bank at here. We have a couple of them, but we've closed down all of our bank accounts here, and we're moving everything into a national bank so that we can use it down there.
Yeah. But you have
not have that problem.
You have to really, really think about what auto payments come out of that bank that you're closing down, and don't close it yet until you've made sure that those transitions took place.
So we've already done that, and we've already moved Lori's check into the new bank account, and we're transitioning all of the auto payments.
Yeah. So for a while you'll have two accounts.
So that's something you got to think about ahead of time.
Yeah.
And what's next?
Let's see. Research. Number 16. Open new bank accounts there. Close out. Oh, we just said that. 17. See your friends and family one more time. Exchange addresses and phone numbers, etc.
Yeah, we did a mini tour last week of the family.
We've done a lot of that. Number 18 is get some travel food, drinks, ice chest ready. Buy a phone holder for the truck windshield, you know, since it's a big semi.
Yep. Figure out pipe passes or sun passes or whatever you're going to do.
Right.
We don't have too much on turnpikes. We have a little bit here in Oklahoma and a little bit there. Everything in between is all interstate. So most of what we're driving is interstate because we need truck stops. We need
tall bridges, overpasses, all that.
So we just figured
that's another thing. Know the height of your truck.
Yeah. I'm assuming there's an accident when we were looking it up and all that stuff.
There are truck apps though for truck drivers that tell you like the truck stops and the height of overpasses and.
Well, anything on an interstate is going to be tall enough. That's why the interstates were built for truck driving. So anyway, okay.
Next.
18.
No, I just did 18. You do 19.
We've got 20 here that we're doing, guys. And by the way, my family's doing good.
Rabbit Trail.
Your family's doing good. 19. Finish packing, load up the truck. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have the refrigerator pulled out, and I just unscrewed the water line on the back of the refrigerator and letting it drain right now. And we got somebody coming to pick that up. And so it's looking like everything's going to fit in the truck. But if not, we have a dumpster and we're just going to throw stuff away because you can't worry about everything. We'll get new stuff.
I would add to that, plan for extra unexpected expenses because some things just make it easier on you. Yep. And if it costs $200, $300 to do a dumpster for a few days and it makes your life so much easier, it's worth it.
Yep.
We've sold everything we can sell. We've given everything away that we can give away. And there's just things we don't want to take.
No,
So
just not going to do
we've
it.
donated
We've donated
a ton.
Yeah, several things.
And we don't have clutter. I'm really surprised at how much stuff we have because we do not have that much stuff. And
Well, we've moved several times.
feel
So we've
have.
decluttered as we've moved the last couple of years, the
Yeah.
couple of places we've been.
But we have to disassemble the kitchen table and
We still have a lot to
couch
do.
and
Yep.
a lot to do.
This week is going to still be a lot of work. And we just wanted to touch base with you guys because, again, we don't want to go more than 2 weeks without a video. When we get down there, it's going to be a lot better.
It is, well, and we're going to record our journey there.
So stay tuned for all of that. That's
We're going to
be,
go through 6 states.
Yeah, that'll be interesting stuff, won't it?
Yeah, I hope. Boring, but interesting.
I hope it's boring.
Uneventful.
I hope it's uneventful, yeah. But you know how
Good weather.
when we move, it just sometimes crap happens and you deal with it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it. 20
Yep.
steps.
Number 20 is
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back.
Yep.
No.
Just get moving. Get it all moving.
And then we'll be there before you know it,
Mm-hmm.
and we can start our life all over again.
New life, new adventures, new journey,
New friends.
new friends. We're going to miss everybody here, but new friends.
So many new friends.
Yep. Okay. So that's our video for this week, and we thank you all for watching our channel and keeping up with our journey. And we've made so many good friends along the way here that just the journey down there.
Yeah.
We appreciate all of you so much. We can't wait to see you all down there. We can't wait to get down there physically.
Stay tuned for the videos of our travels.
Yep. This
and
is
we
going
will
to
see
be
you guys
interesting.
down there.
Like and subscribe if you will. Share it out to your friends. Call your friends and tell them, hey, Jeff and Lori has a new video out. Hit that what is
Hype.
it? Hype link, hype button,
Click.
whatever that is.
Click the hype.
Yep, click the hype. And then we will see you all on the next video. We appreciate you. We'll see you down there. Y'all take care.
Bye.